and like they have that on Kieran's, but this one isn't already based on a world that's fully built. I guess in a sense, because
so
right, everybody, because it's sort of a continuation of a world that we played, but it's so far into the future that it's unrecognizable as the same.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
So
like there are bits and pieces of lore from past campaigns, but they're more of like cameos because we don't have the rights, sort of thing.
A little bit. That's a good way of.
Sorry, I was thinking Marvel references, and that's the best I could come up with without
that's
just
a good way
making
to
it straight
think
up
about
Marvel.
it. Yeah.
So I think you would if we could. We could get it a little bit more active. I don't know how to be attention grabbing without being like annoying, like we're trying to reach about your car's extended warranty kind of shit. You know? Like I don't want to be that, but I would like to.
Yeah.
Like both here and on Kieran's channel, not just mine, but like here and Kieran's. I'd like to see. I think that D&D is or tabletop role playing is a fantastic way to, one, meet new people, and two, learn more about who you are yourself. You know? Oh boy, we're getting deep.
Oh boy.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Like,
anybody else is welcome to hijack the conversation at any point. I'm sorry.
So when I think about,
I was really excited about tonight. I like this group of people.
When I think about the world of Szaahel and that section of the world, I kind of section things off from northeast and the eastern side of the map and the western side of the map. I've been sort of just building out the western side of the map over the past couple months and whatnot. And
from Sorg?
Well, it's no longer called. It's no longer called
right,
Sorg. You know.
Yeah.
But
you're on Twitch, right, Stacy?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, you're on
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you send us a link?
Yeah.
Jason, thank you.
One second.
Thank you, brother.
Let's see. I should be able to just. If it.
I didn't cut you off there.
No, you're good. I need to send the link. So, will it work if I do it this way? You'll have to excuse me because this is like my first time sharing the stream this way. So, I think this works. I think this is how this works. I hope this is how this works. I do not know. Also, if things start lagging out, you know, don't hate me. My system is not very it's not very powerful.
Bro, I can never hate you.
I have
The only way I could hate you is if you did something.
I would literally take a bullet for you. I would literally lose my job for you.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to put it in the main chat because I can't put it in the other chat. So.
I would become the villain in the world's story for you, my brother.
There you go.
I mean, technically you were.
I'd become the BBEG.
Just saying. At one point you did become the BBEG, you know. your whole character was a whole ass problem, my guy.
DTG.
Yeah. We don't talk about
server's main chat.
We don't talk about how Tenebrous was a absolute menace. Just a straight menace, bro. It's like, yo. Don't get me wrong.
Stuff on the right is your references and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be my references for this evening. And since you guys can see what I'm doing, you can kind of look at my sketchbook and see all the random things I've been drawing.
Can I curse and send slurs in your chat?
Yes. You can curse. No slurs, but you can curse. So
it's not letting me open your chat. Why is it?
Hold on.
Oh wait, hold on. That might be on my side.
Is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience a truncated experience. Okay.
I need to change my YouTube name, I guess.
Hey, I see you.
What up, my
you
brother?
guys are in my chat. Look at that. Oh, man. Yay.
The bar for me to chat didn't actually pop up until after Sean texted.
Let's see. I'm going to...
Are you on your phone?
I also need to make sure that things are working over here as well.
I just had it on the side.
But yeah, like a lot of the stuff in also before I have coquito because my wife made coquito, so I have myself a little rummy rum drink tonight, and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, the stuff that I've been drawing and kind of writing about lately has been very much in the vein of building out the western side of the map of the world of Sahel. And the world is, the way I envision it is that it is a continuation more so than anything else of Sorg, in that my headcanon, and this is one of those things where I don't have a nailed down lore for this. Canon is that the world got hit by a Teed for whatever reason, and
That's my character.
in getting restarted by you, it basically fucked a lot of shit. That's basically how my headcanon works. So, yeah.
I got a question then. On that note, grabbing that thread right there.
Oh.
As far as I remember, Teed and Tenebris never actually agreed on a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
They kind of butted heads.
Mm-hmm.
Not like horribly, not to where like it was issues.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was one of those like, I don't agree with how you do things, but I do recognize that it gets shit done.
Okay. So, with Tenebris's timeline, I know
like
for
I
a
would have
fact
done it different and probably more efficiently, but like it's a weird mix of the like, I hate the way you did it mixed with I could have done it better sort of thing.
With Tenebris's timeline, I can definitely see a point where he would have just taken things too far in that sense in Teed's eyes. With that in mindset, taking things too far in Teed's eyes. So, with the way Tenebris went, and with your headcanon, Stacy, would it be possible to implement their, or not possible to implement, would it be possible that the reasoning for Teed's reset of the world had something to do with Tenebris's rise to unholy power?
So, this is, how do I put this? The time period from which I am working from within the world does not discount any and all theories. Because I actually don't have like a set time for like when this happened or how far back it happened. So it could very well be something that happened like that. It could be something that was slightly different. But like that's the reason why I said my headcanon is X. But is that true? I can't tell you. I can't tell you if that's true or not.
So then
You can't tell him because we haven't finished the little duo session we had going with Teed and Co.
And not just because of that, but also because I kind of want to. I want there to be an element of uncertainty in a lot of the lore, in terms of.
Okay. Then what are your thoughts on that idea?
I mean,
How do you feel about it?
That tracks. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that tracks. Like, y'all were a whole ass problem, bro. Like, one of the things that I always
Y'all,
loved... Look.
Let's be real here. I feel like Tenebris was
You-
both the problem and the solution to something.
Both of you were problems. Teed would be the one to fix things and do things, and I'm like, I never even thought of that as a solution. Fuck. How am I gonna make this work? And then Tenebris would just do something wild, and I'd be like, oh, well,
how am I gonna make this
you
work?
Killed you killed an ally. How am I gonna make it work? Like,
I have to say one of my favorite reactions I ever got from you, like from player to from DM as a player, was when I like cut that dude's or almost cut that dude's head off in the back of the fish market.
oh, dude, that. So I think I've said this before. Is that whole character was supposed to be like somebody you guys would be able to come to and use as an ally and all this other stuff, and you just cut off. I was like, I mean, I could say no, but if I say no,
In my
It's
defense,
gonna have to be for a
did
different
not
reason than
realize
he's
that.
an ally.
you know, like,
I was still very D&D baby, so I didn't completely realize that.
that's what.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't think there were very many hints about it. It was one of those that was supposed to, you controlled how it went sort of thing, and that's how it went.
Well, also
Yo, I
he
love
was
the
he
robe.
was in with the belays, so I more or less replaced him. I feel like because
Yeah.
I had an in with the belays at some point later on down the line.
It's
But
like, look, man, that was the thing that I thought was wild. Is like, hey, like and for me,
Andrew, are you
I'm
subscribed
very,
to him on YouTube? You should subscribe
Yes.
on YouTube.
I'm very much one of
You should
those.
hit that like button.
I'm very much one of those DMs who's like, I mean, I could say no, but if I say no, I feel like I'm not gonna.
no, I don't get to see where it goes.
And honestly, that's
Yeah.
one of the things I love about your DM style, and that's one of the things that Kieran has taken from your DM style and used as his own. Is he doesn't say no. You don't say no. You both are like, that's not what I planned for you to do, but you make a valid argument, so let's run it through.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Or if there is, or if you do have to say no, there is a very valid reason for doing so, and it's not just a no because that's not how I said it works.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, fine, like, and
Typically, while yes, for flavor it would be cool, but here's why in the world, in this setting, it would not work. X,
Yeah.
Y, Z,
right.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about your DM style, is that it's never a no, it is a no because, and it is and it's not just I said so, right? And it's just it definitely makes it feel like it's more of a, like, if I can give you a good enough narrative reason as to why this would work or how it would work, you'll let it happen, right? So
It
now
sparks creativity in
now
the player's
it-
mind.
Right. Now I have to get creative enough that you'll like it and
I
make that
mean,
part of your story.
I think
Because
that's the
for
whole
me-
point of it, though. Right? Like, it's collaborative world building. It's collaborative storytelling.
Right. And that's, well, I mean, but like at the same time, for me, it's not necessarily that it's because I still always consider the story the DM's, and I am just lucky enough to be part of that story, right? And I love when I get to add interesting things, like just staring down an Afridi and telling him he serves me now.
Dude,
Like,
the fact that I was like, all right. I mean, in my head, I'm like, this is like a natural 20 roll. He's not gonna make this roll. There's no way he's gonna make this roll. Natural 20. Fuck.
Fucking made it.
Fuck.
drop
What the
fucking
fuck
natural
do-
20.
what the fuck
That was
do I do
honestly,
now?
it is still the best nat 20 I've ever fucking. And then, oh, okay. The only thing I will say that was slightly disappointing about that was that when I did finally use him, it was in the large scale fight that we had, and I didn't get to control him as much as I wanted to, as directly as I wanted to.
Yeah,
But I
It
do
was one of
understand
those
why I
things-
didn't, because it would have
yeah.
made that whole thing last us so much longer.
yeah, it would have been, that would have been messy, dude. That would have been so messy. Actually, do
But
wanna
again,
do
I
that one, or
appreciate
do I
having
wanna
that
do-
opportunity.
I mean, again, like that's my whole thing when it comes down to
Plus,
storytelling.
it also means that as we continue the duo with Teed and Co., he doesn't have that to fall back on. He has to rely more on himself.
Mm-hmm. Now that's also
And
one of
his
the
brother.
reasons why, like, I'm a fan of doing like pets and things like that, but I also find that like summoners or anybody with familiars can be a hassle overall. And it's just like, we could do that, but how do I handicap you so that you're forced to rely on yourself instead of your familiar? And that's also something I tend to do a lot of as a DM. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but depending on whatever your strength was, I was trying to handicap you each and every game. Each and every game, I was trying to think of a way to be like, all right,
And
what can I take from this person?
that was part of what made it fun. Is like, ooh, what's he
God,
gonna hang
you
on?
did.
Can I try? Because I noticed it. And I was like, oh, okay, so I need to try and make him forget about this so that I can use it later. So I try to drag it away from something that I wanted to keep, sort of thing, you know?
You did I think you of all people did the best
like
job
a really
of that.
fun like mental chess game with you, and that's part of what made that I fucking love that campaign, man.
See, I always. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm really hoping that I can get more comfortable with my own personal DM style to be able to pick that back up, because I would love to continue that.
So
See, my.
go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead, Andy.
Sorry. I was gonna say my hopes as a player was to always try and get as your player rather, Stacy, was always to try and not try, sorry, always look for opportunities to do something you wouldn't expect me or Tenebris to do. And that's what led to the ally with Stitch, and or the two most notable moments for me rather are where the allying with Stitch, the becoming Stitch's disciple, and taking the soul from I believe his name was Fane.
Oh my
Putting his soul in the soul vault.
Oh my god, I forgot about you.
Yeah,
because
he was like, "I'll be back." So I was like, "Oh, will you now?" No, you won't.
I forgot about
Fucking-
that. It's like,
So
yeah.
so the thing with Stitch too is that, like, up to that point, I guess maybe it was my playstyle, but I had kind of fallen into the leadership role, and it was one of your first sessions with us, brother. So I didn't want to. You had done something that I wasn't expecting, which I loved, and I didn't want to discourage it. So I let you go ahead and take control of that scene, just to see where it went.
That was
because I wanted you, because I knew Stacy would roll with it. I wanted you to experience that kind of creativeness, especially so early into your introduction to D&D.
Spoiler alert, by the way,
and
I
so-
had no idea what my intentions were going into that situation.
Right.
I was like,
exactly.
"Fuck it."
Exactly. That's a great way to
Henry.
start D&D. And you started with a literal clean slate, and that was your introduction to it. And honestly, I'm
I
very
was
glad
very
that
spoiled
I'm very
with
happy.
the group and the DM I had for my first long term.
I was very happy that I was able to be there for the start of your D&D journey. And it's honestly still one of my favorite sessions because of where it ended up and how that shaped your character, even for the relatively short time that we played. Like that decision that you
was
made,
definitely going evil.
yeah,
dude.
it just so early on, it just
changed so much.
It found the rails. It didn't go off the rails because there weren't any rails to start with. So
Exactly.
It found the rails, and just because you were given the, I feel like personally, because you were given the
freedom,
shit, I lost the word.
autonomy,
Freedom,
agency.
Agency, that's the one. Thank you. Because you were given the agency to just do something you thought might work, and you weren't shut down, you weren't locked into a box, you weren't forced to follow a certain play style. Because you were given that agency, I feel like it helped start a very, from an outside perspective, you seem to really enjoy D&D, especially with Kieran. But you seem to really enjoy D&D, and I'm glad that I could have sparked that joy.
I fucking absolutely
Or
love
helped
D&D.
to have sparked that joy.
I find it funny because I realized the other day, I've now been playing D&D for like years now, but I still feel like I'm a fucking beginner at it.
Right.
Because like in reality, while I've technically played a lot of D&D, I've only played like I think 4 or 5 classes, and like not many of my characters have been past. Because I played mostly one shots. I played like,
and that's where
2 or 3
Baldur's
long-term.
Gate kind of comes in handy, because you can start to play them on Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate follows 5e rules more, so you do have a lot of the similarities with the mechanics of those classes. So experimenting on Baldur's Gate really helps.
So
and I would consider that some D&D too.
I don't think that you ever get past that point of thinking that you're a beginner until you've been doing it for a really, really, really long time.
Until you realize you've been doing it for 10 or more years.
Yeah, until you get to that point.
I'm at 9.
It's one of those things. Every story is different. Every group is different. And some days you're on it, and some days you're not, you know? Some days it's like, this is easy, you know?
Some days you're feeling it, and some days you're not.
Exactly.
Segue, but before I forget, Stacy, I'm getting to play Avrid again.
Oh?
Yeah, he's playing Avrid. Yeah.
yeah, because his campaign has been dealing with multiverses and stuff, and yeah, so I'm getting to play Avrid, and
Kieran brought in Avrid, and then Andrew brought in the idea of him playing Avrid.
Yeah, so the character I'm going with.
Does that mean that Kieran's world is like an offshoot of my world then?
Yep.
Oh.
In a sense.
In a sense. So like I said, his deals with multiverses. So currently there is a catastrophic event that is basically shadows eating the multiverse, and he has brought in what did you call him? The light
shimmer?
drinker or the color drinker?
Oh.
Me?
It was in the yes you
in the Sundivers campaign.
Yeah, in the the dragon feather.
Oh shit! What did I call
gone to the
him?
Grey Veil. Kieran was saying you were calling him the light drinker, I believe.
I think that's what I called him. I don't remember if that's what I called him.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't want to misinterpret anything, but the name was brought up in
Did you get Kieran in here?
Man. Y'all taking me back on some of these, because I'm just I wish I had all these notes still. I don't. I wish I took more notes.
I'd be okay with getting Kieran in here.
Yeah, bring him in. Get him in here, man. Get him in here. What do you mean?
Well,
Toast?
You've met him before, right?
Cool with Kieran hopping in?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me message him.
I know you've been kind of listening this whole time. Do you have? I mean, we've been talking about stuff that's like campaigns we've all played. So.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Really just, it's like no, it's perfectly fine. I feel like I'm just like witnessing a historical documentary.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, wow, this is a whole different world.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, and it works so differently.
Yeah, it's very, very much like that.
This is several different worlds though, because you guys are talking about a world that you all have played in, but I'm seeing like a part of history from a perspective that I would have never, I will never experience, because that's your guys' history.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
We're giving you the
it's the meta.
you're
and
finding
the actual,
you're like the
world
first
building.
geologist finding evidence.
Oh my
The
god,
first
yeah, you're like
archaeologist.
the archaeologist finding a bunch of evidence of an old civilization or something. That is sick.
I just found the self-reading scroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I just opened that sucker and it's just reading everything aloud for me.
So yeah, he brought in that, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if he's implementing him as the BB, if he was saying that was the BBEG of this world, or if it's just heavily influenced. Anyways, but yeah, so the Grey Veil has been brought in. That guy has been brought in. We had a living tree, Blossom, who was the seed that Avrit planted from what did you call your living tree boat?
Was it Cassandra? Yeah, it was Cassandra.
Cassandra, yes, Cassandra. So the seed that Cassandra gave Avrid, he planted it, it grew, and he also made it into a sentient boat. And then the party lost the boat. That's a whole situation.
Oh.
Yeah, Avrid's not happy about that at all.
Yeah.
So, because he lent it to them and like, here, use, hey, she can help you save the multiverse.
Oh,
And
dude.
they went forth and, yeah. So,
I know you were pissed about that.
so, it was really cool because I had asked him, or I had brought it up to him because I was like, hey, the character I'm currently playing, because his name was Azrae, he's not the hero type. His mentality in this whole situation has been like, what the fuck do I owe to an innumerable amount of people that I've never met and never will meet? He did not feel like it was his duty to step up and be the hero for this moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, it's like multiverse ending, but it's not him. So he's a fallen Asimir too, so he's currently going on a journey to get his grace back and find his mom and whatnot. And I do plan on bringing him back if the campaign runs that long. If not, no biggie, I'll play him some other time, somehow. So I was like, hey, can I play Avrit? And he was like, absolutely. And I was like, bet. So yeah, Avrit popped in, and the story with Kieran's campaign is that Avrit and Ijo, having founded the Temple of the Living Fist, when this catastrophe was happening on their world, they gathered a bunch of people and took shelter in the Grey Veil. Because it's like the shadows home, but the shadows weren't home type thing.
Yo.
So
that's brave.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know that right
Exactly.
now. That's brave.
Exactly. So
Okay.
they're hiding a bunch of people there and whatnot. And then when Avrit comes in to and meets the party, he out of nowhere he popped into this world, like, basically. Kieran said, from what I can remember, I was in the Grey Veil and I was helping people with stuff. I started to see some color, and then I was here, type thing. I believe is how he described it. And so Avrid is now trying to figure out what the fuck happened, why he lost it, because he can't access the Grey Veil anymore. He can't slip in and out like he was able to. So he can still shadow step. Here's the kicker: every time he shadow steps, it basically opens a potential door for the shadows to be all for the shadows to enter. And yeah, so yeah,
Kieran hit the nail on the head. Yeah, yeah.
Kieran has been doing fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then with Blossom, it was kind of funny too, because as a player I had forgot, because in the moment we were doing a bunch of other stuff, we were having to deal with the Shimmer in a town, which the Shimmer are basically broken reflections of people that didn't exist but do.
Oof.
Yeah. So we had to fix that, and in that I, as a player, forgot about Blossom, but after all that was over, it was mentioned in character and in the game and whatnot, and Avrit's opinion of the party has significantly dropped, but at the moment he doesn't really have any better options to go to fix what's going on. But he will know not to trust them with such important things in the future, and he made that clear to their leader, the leader of the group. So he's
I
he's
coined the
traveling
name
with the
for the
party,
Shimmer.
but yeah, chunk of it. But so he's not exactly, he's traveling with the party, but he's not part of the party.
That's upsetting. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be real. That's pretty upsetting.
Yeah, he was pissed, dude. Like, if I were playing Avrit, if that were Avrit from the Feathered campaign, he would have gone ballistic, and he would have started throwing hands like the monk he is. But he's at this point, I think he's almost 40 at this point, and so, or
Okay,
no, he's like
little
41
calmer.
or 42.
A little calmer.
Yeah, and so he
No. He's not calmer. He just has more control over it.
yes,
Yeah, there you go.
and that's exactly what it was, because the way I described it in campaign was like, you see this look of pure, unadulterated, what was the word I used? Not hatred, I think it was rage, but just this pure, unadulterated rage come over his face, and his clenched fists, but then he lets go, and he sighs and walks out the door, I believe is how I said it.
Something like that, yeah. Very
Something
similar
along
to that,
those
yes.
lines. But he felt that burst of like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then he was like,
I'm gonna murder you all.
Oh.
Fuck this world.
yeah, and then he was like,
And then he was
"No,
like, nope, the world.
just the world." But yeah, needless to say, the party has not broken his trust, because he understands there are going to be casualties in this apocalypse, but he expected them to take better care of someone he would consider to be his child.
Yeah. I mean, that's
'Cause
fair.
Yeah.
That's super fair.
more or less raise the sentient tree. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
it was great.
So I know this isn't like a real character or anything, but I'm sorry for your loss, my guy. Sorry for your loss. Like, yeah, I understand. Oh, dude.
And it's funny you say that, because as much as people don't think like D&D is quote real, the emotions you feel as a character are completely separate from the emotions you feel in real life.
Oh yeah.
They're the same emotions, quote unquote, but like you feel them for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool.
That's the reason why I often say that D&D is one of those things where we as people will,
D&D is therapy, bro.
will discount it. A lot of people discount it as just a game, but I often am of the belief and of the mindset like, nah, it can help you work through a lot of stuff if you allow it to. If you allow it to, that's the key.
If it's any consolation, the party we were playing at the time did not know much about Azray and did not know his connection to the boat.
Everett.
I mean,
Sorry,
fair.
Everett, yeah, you're right.
Fair, but
And so when they made
Yeah,
the
'cause
decision they didn't understand how much Blossom meant
However,
to Everett, and likely presumed that Blossom was simply like a magical item type of thing.
no,
Magical
it
boat.
was specified to the party that it was sentient. It was a living.
Well, right. But again, it's still in a Everett gave her to us type of thing.
it's ours now.
They didn't know enough about Everett. Yeah, they didn't know enough about Everett to realize that connection and what that meant.
I think where I could have helped with as a player too is when
Forgive them,
Everett
for
did
they
give
know
the
not
vote,
what they
I
do.
could have asked Kira if they could have played Everett for that moment
Mm-hmm.
and kind of drive it home like, hey, this is my fucking daughter. Have her home by 10.
Essentially.
So I honestly, as a player, I don't know if Everett is going to forgive them or if he is going to hold them accountable in the future. I don't know what he plans on doing, and that is kind of cool to me. Like, because I'd like to believe he's not the vindictive revenge type, but I know who he used to be, and I'm learning who he is. So,
And also, grief does strange
feel
things
like
to
it is-
people, you know?
exactly. So I feel like, I won't say he'll lash out, but I feel like he's going to hold the party accountable in some way, at some point, but I don't know for sure. None of this
His
leaves the fucking
foundation
BC
might
brother.
shake.
Yeah,
His foundation might tremble.
and that's that, because you also have to think it's the Temple of the Living Fists. One of their goals is to preserve the living trees,
Mm-hmm.
and oh fuck. Now that's a double sword. That's a double-edged sword, because now not only does he see the party as like they didn't protect her, he also sees it as I made the wrong decision in who to trust with her. So now he might end up.
So now
beating
he's
himself
questioning
up,
him.
too.
He's going to be questioning himself.
And then he's been put in a fuck ass position, bro.
Yep.
Because now he can't even try to fucking commune with the shadows properly, because that possibly opens the door for a fucking catastrophe.
Right.
Your character's going through it,
He
my
is
guy.
on his own. Bro, you just traded one.
The
Bro.
most he can do is look for any sort of maybe living tree, or what this world would see as a living tree, to try
Just
and
traded one traumatized character for another, my guy.
That's what it sounds like.
yeah. On the damn. On the
That's
bright
exactly
side,
what
at
it
least
sounds like.
the other son of a bitch. In my defense, I was so what I know, what I know from what Kieran told me, I was cut off from the shadows. What Avrit knows, rather, he was cut off on the shadows. Best he can guess is because the shadows had nowhere else to go because of the time reset. So they basically went home and forced people out. I don't know if that means the Grey Veil is cut off and everyone's just expelled, or if everyone else is dead. However, I would like to believe that means everyone else was just expelled and is now scattered like Avrit is. But he's gotta somehow contact Ijo, because Ijo's the master of the temple. So we gotta get Ayo. Actually, no, they found it
Kieran
together.
might be asleep at this point.
I think he is too.
Knowing how Kieran is, and if he's taken a page from my book in any way, shape, or form, he'll roll a dice to answer that question.
Yeah, no, he does a lot of highs and lows.
Oh, yeah.
Highs or lows.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my boy.
I love it too, because he has his DM style is heavily influenced by yours, but it is very clear he has taken. Yes, it is distinctly different. He's got his own twist to everything. He's got his own reason for everything. It's so great to fucking see, and that's why it fucking pisses me. Sorry, hold on. That's why it pisses me off when people try and fucking criticize that shit, and then he takes it personally. I'm just like, no, Kieran, you shoved their fucking asses in the toilet, man. That's bullshit.
Wait, who criticizes him for it?
Dude, okay, so the most recent one, someone from the reason his long-term campaign ended in those people need new DM, and that's why Sean was Sean's name was thrown out there, is because I don't know the details, so I'm not gonna fucking act like I do. But from what I know, one of them was upset with a decision that was made in the campaign and started going off and blew up and went off on everybody, including Kieran, and then just left and blocked everybody. I don't know for a fact, so don't quote me on any of that. But that's what I understood. And it just...
I mean...
it pisses me off when people do that shit.
Okay, but also here's one of the great things about Kieran. I have probably annoyed the fuck out of him with as many questions as I asked to clarify, even for just like doing a one shot with him, like trying to make sure that I fully understand, what as far as one shots, what level I am, what I'm allowed for starting equipment, this and that, blah blah blah. But even just like in general, in our like the main campaign we play, like as Botlin, who initially was supposed to just be kind of like a joke cameo character, like they had like there was I forget what his fucking name was, but they had that one guest in the first campaign, I want to say, Critical Role. They the guy came in and everybody was like, "Oh, it's this dude, this actor, whatever, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And he introduced his character, and it was a kobold, and he went in and like made an attack and immediately got smashed by whatever the fuck they were fighting, and then he was just like, "All right, guys, see you later," and it was like 5 minutes, right? That's initially what I had designed Botlin to be. He's very low constitution, with like a -2 or 3 or something. We're working on that in the campaign now that he's a permanent fixture.
Yeah, because originally you weren't sure if you were going to be able to stay long term.
Right, because I hadn't quite started school yet and gotten into a rhythm sort of thing. And I was at the time doing the commercial diving, so I was traveling a lot. So I was like, I'll just make this character as a joke cameo from time to time. And it ended up, we decided that he was sent by one of the entities, I guess from one of the futures where the party succeeded in saving the world.
Well, succeeded.
Yeah, quote unquote succeeded. More or less isolated that world from the rest in such a way that they could
survive at least.
Sorry, it was open and.
Oh, you're good.
But so he joined, and the joke was that he was, because low constitution, low health, he was going to very often. I made him an Eldritch Knight, which I love playing. I'm finding out. But I was planning on doing a type of like just running straight into the middle of everybody and fireballing at my feet and killing myself type of cameo. But in the first couple, let's see, there was one right after we got the boat, when we were leaving the Grey Vale, we went through a freak lightning storm, and I got blasted with lightning and just vaporized. And then when they landed, I came out of the cave that they had initially just cleared, like the day before or some shit.
An old druid circle it was. Like,
yeah, old druid circle that had been killed by vampires.
Yeah.
And then what was the other time that I just fucking died? And then there was one more recently where I kind of did it on purpose.
I thought, were there 2 times you actually died?
I think there was a second time.
Oh yeah, Kieran's coming.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
He just messaged he's coming.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I got so excited.
Oh, he doesn't have access to the buzz though, so tell him. Oh, never mind.
He's right. Yeah.
Hello.
I already told him I'd drag him. Kieran.
Okay, Kieran, real quick, because you perfect timing, honestly. Actually, we're talking about Botlin and how many deaths he's had.
Hold on.
He's had.
Before you continue, remember I am on stream, so names. If people don't want them out there, just as a heads up, remember.
Are you worried?
We're streaming.
I'm pretty sure Kieran doesn't care.
Yeah,
Or Ghost doesn't care. However.
I messaged you. Plus, also, you've already said my brother's name a couple of times.
Oops.
We all 4 of us have said. But
Is it showing our Discord usernames?
No, I'm not.
No.
None of that.
No, it's not showing any
Oh,
names on it.
then you can say my name. I'll go for it.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So we were talking about Botlin and how many deaths he's had, because I know there was the one on the. We're trying to make sure we have the count right. There was the one on right after we got Blossom, as we were flying out of the Grey Vale and went through the storm. he got blasted by lightning and toasted. Was there another
Mhm.
one before this
There
most recent one?
There was one before flying out of the graveyard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, flying out of the
We
graveyard.
had an off-camera one where he got killed by when he was first trying to get his wolf companion,
Oh,
and the wolf
right.
companion killed him.
Oh,
Sir,
right.
you got
Yeah,
off
we had come
camera.
to the conclusion there were. I think you. Yeah, I think we'd come to the conclusion you had like 16 deaths beforehand, before you actually met the party.
Right, because we made a dice roll for it.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
He died a few times.
You had
Yeah.
16
And
off-camera
so-
deaths
and so-
before. Never mind.
Yeah, and then I thought the most recent one was funny. It was hilarious because I knew it was dangerous, and I was intentionally, I forget exactly what it was though, but they had Revivify prepared just for this shit, and I'm just like, I gotta.
Oh, the in when we were coming back to the temple, I believe, right? You jumped off, or no? That was, because the
yeah,
most
it was
recent
coming
session
back to the temple.
was everybody. Oh, hold on. Well, after this, because the most recent session was everybody in the the town, and then they got on the dragon, and we all flew back to the temple.
You haven't had any since restoring the timeline, because since they come back to the future, you're no longer a clone, so you don't come back to life.
Right, but there was
No,
one close
'cause
call
it
we
was,
had with him in the last session,
Yeah, cause
or the session before.
Retsu had to use Revivify.
Oh, the
Because
fountain.
I intentionally.
Wasn't it the fountain when you yoinked the drow out?
No, I didn't die then. I did take damage, but I didn't die. It was I
Yeah.
was holding something or decided to. Oh no! That's what it was. I was intentionally trying to increase or train my constitution. So I was going out in the nearby area and
And
just
yeah, you were eating
eating
mushrooms
whatever
and
I
shit.
fucking saw.
Yeah.
Shroom. Yeah, you were freaking shroom.
That's right. And we had all popped down for dinner. I was like, look, I got all these shrooms, and I added them to my meal and just started nomming away on them and just fucking died right there at the table. And Resu got up and walked around. It's like, I got it. Fuck.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, no, we're on a quest to get me an amulet of health.
I mean, you better
Anyways,
be
what did
after
you
all
get so
that.
excited for, brother?
I got excited for because I wanted to tell Stacy that Avrit got to fight a Rakshasa like the first session he was back.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he got to he was we were walking through a party and he was just because one of his
Party was being thrown for us.
background, yeah, his background is entertainer, right? So he was he's a monk, so he's like, fuck it, let's start a friendly party fight. So he found someone that looked interesting that just so happened to be fight ring. So he happened to run across a Rakshasa that he didn't realize was a Rakshasa. I failed my roll for it. But,
That
I think
tracks.
there was a roll for that.
That definitely tracks.
So yeah, I fought a Rakshasa. Didn't get cursed because he was nice, because he was courteous at least.
Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, I fought. I lost. I got. Oh, hold on, let me rephrase that. I fought. I got creamed. And then yeah, he kind of walked off. I think he like chuckled and walked off.
Jesus, dude. Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't he make I think he made a comment as he left, didn't he?
Kieran,
Or
did you
No,
was it
he-
just smirk? No.
He like gave you a pat on the back as like a well done,
Oh,
and then
that's
he
right.
cursed you. As at the end, like, okay, I didn't curse you when I hit you. I'm just gonna pat you on the back and do it
He
here.
did actually curse me? I thought you were joking about that. What did he curse me with? Do I know?
Rakshasa have a specific curse, but I think Retsu immediately dispelled. But did remove curse on you.
Oh. Well, what did?
Yeah, I think Retsu was prepared for it or made a remark about it.
Rakshasa curses, I believe they stop you from healing.
Oh.
Well,
And then when you die, they come collect you.
and if you ever kill a Rakshasa, they're always gonna come after you. That's also
Right.
a
Yeah.
thing.
No. And
So
that's
it's lucky that
one
you're
of
actually
those
lucky that he
things-
didn't beat you. or that you beat. Yeah. That
Oh my
you
god!
didn't beat him. You're actually really
So
lucky
what is
about
that
Teed
that.
and
mean for the
Co?
warded for?
Teed and Co are gonna have to fight a Rakshasa
Yes, they are.
at some point.
Yep.
Wouldn't every
Well-
surviving member of the warded for eventually have to fight that Rakshasa?
Yeah.
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 And depending on whether or not
We
you
killed him as
kill
a
him,
party.
and yeah, depending on whether or not you guys actually kill him again, then
It's a lifelong vendetta, dude.
yeah. And the worst part about Rakshasas is the fact
Maybe
that
even
you
eternal.
know, they
Oh my
they can
god!
shapeshift and things like that. So you
And
know.
but their telltale is always the backward hands.
My question,
Always,
though,
no matter what form they have always have the backward hands. Oh my god!
Kieran,
Mind
what the fuck was the Rakshasa
blown.
doing at that party?
Chilling.
Okay,
Chilling.
chilling. Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
Toast, you literally just saw history being made.
Yeah, we just came to a lot of realizations.
You might be able to be part of that history as it's made. If we can manage to get it into the got reincarnated as a hound, and now I do.
Oh my god! On that
Now I
topic,
complete missions for the guild.
Host, have I told you about the Veil stretch? The part of the area of what did you call the world, Stacy? What do you call the world?
Zahel.
The hell.
Mm-hmm.
So the area I'm working on
Ooh, big
in
boy.
that world is the Veil stretch. Have I told you about it?
You might have, but remind me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the conversation. I feel like I interrupted.
No,
No, you're
hijack the
fine.
conversation. Go
You're
for it.
fine.
Okay. So the Veil stretch. Okay. So I have notes on it. But I really like the theater of the mind aspect. So I'm gonna try and remember everything I can to the detail, and if I need to, I'll go look at my notes. But so what it is it is this large plain, kind of dunes-ish of fog and rock, like very gravelly, very rocky terrain, right? Almost like rubble or ruins. But it's all really fucking old. And oh man, there's one, the biggest, I think probably my favorite thing that we've come up with so far for it is God, Stacy, what do we call them?
Oh Jesus! The
Isn't it in the channel?
it should be in the channel. Yeah, I think it
It
is.
should be in the channel. It's also in my notes.
But this was a
Ivory Reach
section of the
Yeah.
world that I gave over to you. So I didn't really keep up with it. Sorry.
Valid.
Where y'all are building a world? What did I miss?
The only
In my server, are you not in my server?
I the Celestial Court?
yeah.
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 they'll
Okay.
look all
So
there.
in the text channels, I've got the one that's like the Discord forum version. I got reincarnated as a hound, so now I complete missions for the guild, and it's
Mhm.
similar to your Heroes RPG realm kind of thing. This one's centered more around Stacy's more direct world. I know that yours incorporates Stacy's world, so they are combined.
All the
They
turn
are-
games.
Yes.
Yeah, the Karen
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, yep. Cool, I'm with you now.
Mhm.
I'm glad that we could just
so-
say the Karen game. He's like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. Yes.
I
And so we have Veil Stretch, yeah. Okay.
Also,
I'm
Stacey,
not
you
seeing
do
where's
your
the Veil
streaming?
Stretch. Say again?
It's in
Are we,
regions.
Stacey, are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube.
Can you pop me a link where my boyfriend wants to watch?
Sure. I'm over here.
I don't see. Is it in world building?
Actually, yeah,
It-
it's in the main
uh,
chat.
If you just click on main chat on
Oh,
or on
okay. I'm
brother server.
completely blank. Info,
It's all the way down the bottom. Last two regions, same thing last. So he has a general description here. I don't know if that includes your.
Those stretches of hunting. So this is.
Yeah, I just haven't.
Damn it, the notes I have
I'm
are on your
pretty
fucking
sure.
tablet. Because
They're on the tablet.
I think so.
Is the tablet broken?
Because I know I was building. No.
Okay.
Because I know we were talking. Cause I know I built them with you, Stacy.
I remember.
Did you
what
do it in
they
DMs?
Are?
No, because we did it on VC.
I remember what
I
they
don't
are,
remember if I
but I
was
don't
doing-
remember their
I thought I was-
names.
So
It's the whole. Like,
it'll
I remember
come
the
to us.
concept of them. I remember the concept. Let me put it that way.
I'll probably remember it as you describe them again.
So what they are? It's this species, race, for lack of a better word, because they're not exactly a creature, but they have. Okay, so sorry. My mind is everywhere. My inspiration for them literally came from a song that Kieran shared to me. The name of the fucking I can't remember the name of the song, but
Crazy the
The
connection
line-
there.
right? The line in the song is my skin to stone, my flesh to onyx. And that sparked the idea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what these
Yeah.
things are
You're thinking of
are
Stem.
they I know the name of the band, it was Stim, but I don't remember the name of the song. I can't but I fucking love
Did
it. I need to add that to it. So what's up?
Go ahead. I'm doing other things. Go ahead.
So these stone creatures they have flesh that's like cracked stone, and almost as if like the stone grew out of them instead of like they're encased in it. It's almost like an outer shell that kind of grew, and their not their flesh, their skin. Sorry, the outer layer of skin is like cracked stone and stuff, kind of like it grew. And their underneath their flesh is like their meat and stuff is like this, almost like this tar substance. And what these things are is they're people, but overloaded and affected by so much magic that they've been rendered physically immortal and invulnerable, but they have lost their humanity type thing. So they're each one of them is in like a cycle of falling asleep and waking up again, and falling asleep and waking up again, and every time they fall asleep it's a different increment of time. Sometimes it's 10 years, sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, type thing, right? So they could be asleep for hundreds of years and then just randomly wake up one day. And yeah, and the more they wake up, rather, I forget exactly how we did it, but over time, the older they get, the more they lose their sanity, the more they lose their humanity and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the more I think it was like each time they wake up, or each time they go to
You're
sleep,
not-
rather, they lose a piece.
Yeah,
of their,
you have no, and they have no like set time for it. There's no guarantee that
right.
you'll.
You cool if I finish this beer, brother?
Did you guys have you guys told
Wait.
Stacy about the shattered ones?
I feel like
The
that's what we.
shimmer?
I feel like
shimmer?
that's what we call
Yeah.
them. I feel like
Yeah.
that was the word. The shattered.
No,
I think is what we called your race.
Mm.
Don't think it was.
No,
feel
that
like
doesn't
it.
quite sound right. I think it was a little bit more eldritch.
I
It'll come to me, or I'll find the note somewhere.
But we, yeah, for Kieran, well, everybody, I think everybody else has kind of started calling them Shimmer, but are they supposed to be called the Shattered?
I started calling them refractions. You guys went to shimmer. You know,
Whatever works.
whatever boats on one float, man.
Right.
but the way these things came to be, this race of stone things. I feel like it played on the fact that they were stone.
So the
Complete sidebar side note. Oh, sorry, Stacy, go on.
the thing that I am remembering is that one, we're never sure when they'll wake up. We're never sure how they'll wake up, whether they'll be sane or they'll be insane. And then the other thing that I remember is that they were birthed from the thing that caused the veil stretch to be covered in fog.
Yes.
Those are the three things I
So
remember.
the way they came to be, and I really like the way I was, because when I thought of it, I described it to Sean as like a scene, and what it was is, you know what? Fuck it. I'll describe it as a scene again. Wait, actually, Kieran, you do your side note first.
Oh, I'm gonna say, side note, complete irrelevant off-point sidebar. I'm looking at Sean's server just to keep up with stuff, and I remembered that the harem chat exists, and that Chat GPT tried to fuck me and Andrew at one point.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have named it
That ChatGPT horny as fuck, bro.
On Sean's server, yeah.
Shouldn't have named it that. You shouldn't have named it that.
My bad. I was trying to go with the celestial theme.
My bad.
So, see if I can do good at setting the scene. You are one of the many adventurers that was, because there was I forget the whole thing, but there was a big something going on that a bunch of adventurers were hired to go and solve. Like not really like
Investigate.
a demon, but like a big kind of BBEG type person that a large force was amassed to defeat. So you are an adventurer coming back from this heroic journey. You feel good. You and your crew just defeated. You're not crew, but you and the army you were, this mercenary army you were part of, adventurers army you were part of, has defeated a major threat to the way of life of people on this continent. And as you're reaching the gates of your home city, you see a crowd of people at the gates. Everyone is there to welcome all the adventurers. And you can spot your daughter, front row, jumping up and down, yelling your name. And then your wife, just behind, or your significant other, just behind her, pushing through the crowd to get to her as if she broke free from her grasp. And you can't help yourself. You start jogging. You start running, almost full-on sprinting to them. And then everything around you goes dark, except for in the distance, near the center of the city, there is this massive ball of blinding light. And then off towards the edge of the city, there's another one. And then further behind the first one, there's another one. And they keep growing and growing, and they're getting bigger, and you can't help but feel like this is the last time you'll ever see your family. And then everything goes black. And when you open your eyes, you are in this field of dust and gravel and fog and desolence, and you are filled with grief and despair and the feeling of, I can't go back. And that's the species.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the cataclysm that happened. Yeah, so the cataclysm that happened in that city, they were trying to perfect basically magic, if I remember correctly. Not exactly magic technology, but just a way to implement magic into their everyday lives. So it would be, I guess that would be magic technology.
He gave me a similar description to that while we were driving home.
I thought you were about to say while you were high. I was gonna be like, oh,
No.
fuck.
Well, I mean, we were high, but we were driving home.
Maybe don't
We were
Say
on the
that on-
road.
dream.
I mean, yeah.
Just
Whatever.
I mean,
So-
High. Mythbusters tested it. People drive better when they're high.
hey,
But But yeah, so a massive cataclysm happened because they were trying to perfect basically magic technology, and it just went sideways. They got greedy and got too ambitious, and it went sideways and leveled the entire fucking kingdom.
So to
So,
give you a better description, because I've been thinking about this for months now.
Ooh.
Every part of the world now is a desert. So, and there are different types of deserts in the real world. So you have, the rocky deserts. You have the regular, quintessential sandy deserts. You've got deserts like the Gobi Desert, which are far colder than the deserts of the Sahara or the deserts of Arizona. You've got the tundras, and then you have gravel deserts, and nearly every single gravel desert is near a mountain range, and nearly every single gravel desert has a bunch of fog in it, because the only thing that you need to be a desert is for there not to be rain. So there could be precipitation, it's just not drinkable precipitation. And when I talk about this place as like a foggy place, I want you to think of the worst foggy day you've ever had, where you can.
Nasty.
Sean and I probably are the ones that'll get this the most when I say this. If you've ever walked outside and put your hand literally up against your face and barely see your hand, that's what I mean when I say fog. I'm not talking like, oh, I can see, 5 feet in front. I mean, no. I'm like, your hand is almost directly in front of your face and you still can barely see it. That's how dense the fog is here. So it's a pretty freaky place. A lot of freaky things happen there.
That's how I've always imagined the Veil Stretch.
Yeah.
One spot that was like that when I was growing up.
So you get it.
Yeah, it was terrifying because I lived out in the middle of nowhere, and that spot was unironically antelope crossing.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
That sounds like a bad time. That sounds
Antelope's
like a
got
bad
bad judgment
time.
for that
It was
shit,
a
bro.
very bad time.
One of
It
those
was a
dense fogs that's
terrible
bad
time.
to have the headlights on.
Right? It's like, ee.
There was this unspoken rule that once you get out of the fog, if you've experienced antelope, you write the person that's going into the fog twice so that they know.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
My
Oh.
brother didn't know that rule.
Oh
Yeah, that was
Toast, you just gave me a great idea. So,
no.
is there a So I'm gonna ask you this, Andy. Is there a signal for anybody who's about to enter the Veil Stretch? If they just so happen to see something on the way out, like, hey.
History.
How do you mean about to enter?
So you have to the west of the Veil Stretch, you have the Ivory Reach, which is a bunch of salt flats. And then to the south of the Veil Stretch, you have the tundra. The fog does not go into either one of those sections of the world. It just hangs over the Veil Stretch. So, is there like a borderline or like a set of crossings where people will like, hey, before you go in, just so you know.
If adventurers cross each other's paths, do they notify each other in this direction I encountered XYZ?
Or do they just let each other figure it out?
The Veil Stretch has always struck me as a very quiet, eerily quiet place. Like, aside from the sounds of your footsteps in the rocks, it's quiet. Like, it's almost as if you have sound dampening, or
Well, that comes with the dense fog.
right, almost as if you have like sound dampening headphones on. So, I
Yo,
don't
fog that's that dense is fucking scary.
I don't think there would be like because if so, when you say the fog just hangs, so like at the edge of it where the border is, like it's thinner and then it gets thicker going in,
No.
or is
It's like a
or like
wall
it's
of
just a
fog that you're
solid
about
Like
to
like a
walk into.
like a wall of fog.
Yeah.
You're
Like
walking
a
in.
fucking.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
would there
envisioned.
maybe be an outpost at a
Oh, okay.
very
So
common
okay,
crossing
I
where
there I
adventurers
don't.
pass through and they're like, oh hey, by the way, adventurers have been reporting XYZ in this direction.
I
Due south.
think I think there would be not an outpost or anything, but maybe like every so often on like say like a for distance, just for reference, say like 100 meters from that border, there's like a sign every 200 meters or something going along that border, and there's a sign that says something along the lines of "Mind the silence." Or something.
Oh, that just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mind the silence.
Not mind the silence, bro. That's
Fuck.
terrifying. What do you mean?
Toast. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would you like to build a region of this world?
Of the.
There are
Of Sahel.
Sahel.
Thank you, Sahel. Why did I say Sahel?
Because you want heads.
Sahel. So no head.
because
Well, okay.
there are more than just these few regions. I mean, he was mentioning all the different types of deserts there are.
Mhm.
I believe I am in head of design for the Ivory Reach, correct?
Yes.
But there's more than just those three. The Ivory Reach. See, there's the Ivory Reach. There's the Veil Stretch.
There-
Actually,
There
you got this one, Stacy. You know how many there are.
So-
I forget. Where are they all?
Starting in the north, you have the Ivory Reach.
Right, but there's only two in region.
Then you go to the northeast, and there's the Veil Stretch. Southwest is the Bleak Rin, which is the tundra. Due south is the Ashfall Peaks, which is a mountainous volcanic region. Then you have southwest, which is the Eyrie, which is like and that's currently what I've been building out. That one is considered a bunch of high karst and canyons and plateaus, lots of high winds. Then due west, you have the Amps Desert, which is essentially akin to like the Sahara. And then northwest, you have the Grave March Cradle. And the Grave March Cradle is kind of like Arizona's deserts, lots of clay. Not so much canyons, but a lot of hard packed clay. So those are the 7 deserts of Sahel, and then smack dab in the middle of all of these deserts is a brackish lake called the Lake of Ormir, and there's only one island on the Lake of Ormir. It is a mega lake. It is a lake 3 times the size of the largest lake ever known to exist, or something like that. And that lake was the mega lake Chad. It used to sit.
Chad.
Yeah, it used to sit. If I remember right, I could be wrong about this. It used to sit essentially in the same area that the Great Lakes sit today. So, if you were to combine all 3 of the Great Lakes and then like swallow up all of Illinois, all of partially, I forget what's right above Illinois. I think that's good.
Michigan?
There's Michigan, there's Illinois, but there's also on the other side, or on the other in Canada. I forget what province that is.
Oh,
But
province.
like it swallowed up like 3/4 of that province. So when I say a mega lake, this bitch was big, and very much the same thing with the Lake Ormir. It's a very, very big lake.
So like has its if you were on the lake, it would have its own almost oceanic horizon.
Yes. 100%.
I like that. Can I make a suggestion for the fog? I know we're a little bit away from the fog, but
Well, yeah, what's up?
something to add to the silence. You can't speak in the fog because the level of water vapor in the air is so high that it fills up your throat and you can't actually talk when you're in there.
Oh, dude.
That would make breathing dangerous too, though.
Yeah,
I
Exactly.
love that.
There would be, you'd have to have either a specific magical item or a specific type of mask to be able to enter the fog, which would hinder the speaking.
I would say there be a region in the Veil Stretch where that is the case.
Maybe not all the way
because
through.
I'm thinking like, there's that place. I can't remember who built it, but one of those big companies have a place where they built where the material of it absorbs sound so directly that they'll pay you $100 if you can just be in there for an hour.
Oh, and
Yeah.
if it's like Mind the Silence, it could just be patches of fog that are so thick that
Right.
you don't know you're running into it.
Exactly.
Mm.
It would. I feel like it would be like you just said, patches of fog in that thick fog that like it's yes, it's
So
thicker, but because the
dense,
fog is so
yeah.
thick, you can't tell the difference between the denseness. So it's still completely dangerous walking in, but you don't have to have a special item just to enter the Veil Stretch.
The more we talk about this one specific region, the more terrifying it becomes to me. So,
Oh, dude,
yeah.
the Veil Stretch is supposed to be the stuff of nightmares. I told you
Right?
about the people, like those small group of people that live there, right?
I don't think you.
I haven't
have.
even given my most.
Well, that's like the thing with.
suggestion.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So many of us just.
Yeah.
So
What'd you say,
Are you
Kieran?
are you ready for my most evil suggestion?
yes.
What's that?
There's a Doctor Who quote, right? Where it's like, some prey have evolved so much that they can adapt their color to look like their surroundings. But what would happen if for the ultimate predator that learned to do the same thing? Now imagine that in a pure silent fog.
So the only reason I haven't thought of an actual predatory entity in this region is because the region is so harsh itself, and I feel like it would just be complete. But the world is really harsh.
Yeah, but imagine like a fucking like two-legged gator that can just live off the water pressure in a fog.
Hold on! No! Because there is a lizard in the desert that can live that way. Basically, it gets like a drop of water and absorbs it through its skin throughout days.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
don't!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Okay.
Also, like, remember, the climate for dinosaurs was significantly thicker. It was their air
Yeah.
was basically water for us, so you have a lot to play with.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Okay, and
So
here's
first
the thing.
off,
Fog raptors. Fog raptors.
Fog raptors!
All the raptors.
so, hold on. What were you gonna say, brother? Here's the thing.
So, well, I forget exactly what sparked the idea, but I have, because there's so much stuff going around. I have my notepad open on my phone, and I'm making notes of things I want to mention. So there was something said about how each region is like distinctly different and fucks with, I guess, reality in a sense. That, or at least that's what I took from what was said. And
A little bit, yeah.
because on that topic, I was going to say, because like part of the thing with the Veil Stretch is that one of the defining factors of the Veil Stretch is an ancient sword that's stuck in the frickin' salt flats.
That's the bleaker in.
Reach. Or
Or, sorry, the
Yeah, that's the bleaker in.
Bleaker in.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that like it's the more you focus on it and try to move towards it, the further away it seems, until you like, wait a minute, where the fuck even am I? And then you turn around and it's right there in your face, type of
Mhm.
thing. And it
distorts
like
space and time.
yeah, not necessarily time, but just
Or just
space in
space.
general.
Well, no.
And it's a weird.
We did say that it distorted time because there was, I think we did a one shot with that where it was like, wait, so how long have I been doing this? It's like, for you?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, it feels like this for them. It's only been like 3 minutes. He's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, sorry. Yep. Each.
I was walking towards this thing for days. What do you mean? It's been 15 minutes.
It's like what?
Bro, you've only gone 5 feet.
It's like.
What are you talking about? We've been running for like ever.
It's like.
So,
I'm tired as fuck, man.
Stacy,
Mm-hmm.
you were saying how the Veil Stretch just sounds horrifying. Have I told you about, because at first I mentioned the people, but the fungus. Have I mentioned the fungus?
I don't remember if you have or not, but I do appreciate I do believe that fungus in the Veil Stretch is the way to go, so lay it on me. What you got?
So I know I talked to Kieran about this. I think you're gonna like this fungus. I'm a fan of body horror. That is a warning. She said, ooh. And I'm talking like Warhammer 40k type body horror. So this fungus primarily found on meat, and it's not a big deal if you treat it like mold on bread, right? Like, oh damn, there's a patch of it, cut it off real quick, throw it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. But if you happen to miss it, you're dead. Because when you eat it, it takes its time and it roots itself in your muscles and it feeds off your muscles.
I think you did tell me about this.
I might have. And so it practically leaves your brain alive as it eats you and turns you into a vegetable, physically a vegetable. Your muscles will atrophy, they will be basically disintegrated and deteriorated to the point where like your heart can't beat, and so you can't breathe, your diaphragm can't flex, so everything just stops, kind of. But your brain is still active up until that point. So.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that one.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I really like that one.
Before we jumped over and started switching topics again, we did ask Toast if she was interested in adding anything to this world.
Yes.
yes.
As you can see, they got really excited.
Yeah.
I got a quick question about it. You mentioned earlier a place called the Salt Flats.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
So the Ivory Reach. The only thing that I have for the Ivory Reach currently is one city called the Brackspire, and inside of Brackspire is the citadel called Saltspire. It is essentially my take on the Utah Salt Flats, and my reasoning for it is because once a year the salt flats completely flood. Now, I want you to think about, like, imagine instead of the salt flats being contained to Utah, imagine if they stretched across 3 or 4 states. And 3 or 4 states were flooded.
That'd be very pretty, that's for sure.
But also, it's completely white salt. You can barely see during the flooded times. You can barely see during any normal time, honestly, because of the glare of the sun. There is no water, and the water that is there is normally brackish, so it's not something that you can drink. So there are a bunch of brine pools all over the place, and then randomly throughout this place, there are salt statues like Lot's wife. You know, just these random statues of salt. And you don't know why those are there. No one knows why those are there. Nobody knows when they popped up. They're
so
just
like humanoid statues?
Yes and no. Some of them are humanoid, not all of them.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that. Those are the only like things I have for it. If you are interested in that, by all means, take it. I'm always interested to see what people come up with whenever I give them a starting point. Like, here, please, break this toy for me.
Right? I can hear it too.
Can I make a world suggestion?
By all means, my good sir. By all means.
So you know how in our world diamonds are like a high form of currency. They're somewhat of a rarity, but not entirely. Their structure is actually very simple and similar to stuff we already have, but just in different forms to make them prettier and with a little bit harder to find, right?
Yep.
Right.
In a world full of desert, what is one thing that they would have a lot of, but could be made in different ways that could be more valuable?
Salt
Yes,
or
actually.
sand. The glass.
Glass. You're so fucking right.
Yeah.
Salt
Well, lightning
or
glass.
glass. Yeah. So
When lightning hits sand and creates lightning fossil.
yeah, within
Right.
the AMSC. Oh, that's
Because it
also
would be
something
very rare in the desert.
that is also something I well, no, not here. There's a lot of storms, unfortunately, but there's never a lot of rain, but there's always a lot of lightning.
Because if you guys remember when we were traveling to the Black Desert, we had to fly through a straight up thunderstorm.
Yeah. So I took the idea of the Black Desert and just kind of expanded it to a whole entire world. There is no place where it rains ash. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. Because you have the ashfall peaks, and there's a lot of ash that falls there. Never mind. Yeah. But the thing about the lightning in the sand, that also tends to happen in the Ivory Reach. In that, instead of it being sand, it's salt that does that. So there are certain places
That would
where
make such different structures because, like physics-wise, physically, sand has a different crystalline structure than salt does. And they have different melting points. So the structures made by the lightning striking the sand, as rare as it is in a desert, it would be even more rare. And oh my god, I want to know what it looks like when lightning strikes a fucking sand, or I mean a salt
Flat?
desert. Yeah.
So
Has that ever happened?
I think it has. I'm pretty sure it has because the first
If
time
it
that
has,
I saw
does it
fulgurite,
dissolve in water when it floods?
the first time I ever saw fulgurite, I think was from Utah's salt flats. I think that's the very first time I saw it. And then I
but
saw
wouldn't it technically be something different though? If
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
it-
salt versus sand.
it's similar.
Is it still classified as the same thing?
Yeah, I think it's still
Sorry,
classified.
that's what I was. Because
I think it's
yeah.
still classified as the same thing due to the process
Okay.
because it's a lightning strike.
Okay.
Because I remember like searching this up and doing like a bit of research on fulgurite, and the very first pictures that I saw were pictures of salt fulgurite, not sand. But I will say this: it is two very, very different looking structures, in the sense of
Right.
the salt, because salt already
Every
has
day.
those crystalline structures in it. It is
Right.
far more. It's not as jagged as you would expect
Right.
because it's actually like boiling the salt, and it looks like
Right.
bubbling more than it does the glass-like structures that happens with the sand.
Right.
The sand looks more like what's that? What am I thinking of? The sand looks more like a frozen sparkler to me, if that makes any sense.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, I believe this is a comparison of both the salt and the sand fulgurite.
And I also think that due to
Okay.
Oh, Mom and Dad said dinner's ready, by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
due to how, what is it, the Dead Sea, I think it is.
Right.
There's the
Dead Sea's is the one that's most saturated with salt.
Yeah, I think there's like certain, like if you drop like a piece of metal in there or something like that, due to the salt content, that metal will get covered in salt really, really, really quickly. And not just
Yeah.
like rust, but
Electrolysis.
the electrolysis of it will cause it to grow
Right.
its own crystals and whatnot, which I think is really cool. So, actually, you know what? Now that I've said that, would that be a thing that you do?
I don't know. Is this Toast's decision?
Yeah, ultimately,
I think it's Toast's
if
decision.
Toast wants to take it, by all means.
Just
These
don't
are
just
the
read
starting
It sounds
points.
like it's a Toast decision.
Yeah, these are all
I
the
was
starting points.
interested because I live here in Utah,
Hey, that's what's up.
and I was like,
I
oh.
thought as much.
I was like, oh, he said salt flats. I'm familiar with that. I know how to build with that.
That's awesome. So have you actually
Small
gone out
world.
to the salt flats and been there when it's flooded?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I have to ask, like, have you done the whole boogie boarding and like tubing? Because I've seen so many
Oh.
videos of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have a boogie board. I was not successful like anybody I've ever seen. I love that shit, but it's fun. It is definitely something you have to mentally prepare for because whatever clothes that you use, you are sacrificing.
Oh.
Fair.
Oh, because it's so salty.
So you can't wash them out at all?
Oh.
You can. It's gonna be very hard on your washing machine.
Gotcha.
It's probably safer not to.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
It's gonna be very hard.
Or
on
to
your washing
hose them out
machine.
outside real quick.
One of the a trick that I learned was you set those clothes in a bucket of water and you wring them out, replace the water, and then kind of like lower that
Recipe.
content before you wash them.
Okay.
But either
Dilute the
way,
salt.
you're going to be wearing old clothes. So there's
Fair.
like a lot of wedding photos. Yeah, that's a single dress.
This
Done after that.
never, ever being used again.
Right. Like, ooh.
You go have your wedding. You have all of the pictures and stuff at the venue. You go out to the salt flats. You have more pictures done professionally, and then you're done.
Got it. Yeah, that sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right.
There's also this really famous river that kind of cuts through the salt flats that a lot of people like to paddleboard on, and the reason for that is because of how intense the salt is. It makes this year-round a very vibrant blue. And
There.
I'll post it in the main chat. But it is highly recommended to not even go in there because there's some toxins that are just not friendly for your skin.
Yeah, that
Very
was
pretty, very Instagram worthy, not worth it.
that was also something that I've heard a lot about. Is like, and sort of like the thought process I had when I was first like coming up with that region was like, this is not a place that's gonna be easy to survive in any way, shape, or form, because all the water is gonna be tainted the minute it touches the ground, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much salt all over the goddamn place. Good luck trying to catch water, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's cool. Now I have someone I can be like, hey, so I had this idea about salt things. Think you can help?
You're another golden goose now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the herd.
Yes.
Welcome to the flock.
There's the salt flats.
Oh my god,
and
that is such a
I'm
pretty.
also
That is such a pretty
interested
picture.
in the tundra because we also have the tundra here too,
Wait,
and that's what I live closer to. We have the alpine tundra.
hold up.
That's
I'm sorry. I've only ever known about the salt flats, so to hear you say the tundra is kind of breaking my brain a little bit right now.
Right?
Give me a second to process
I actually
that.
didn't realize that Utah had
Wait.
tundras as well.
I thought the tundra needed to be above a certain. But so y'all just got a place that's just frozen out there?
Oh, it's yeah. All year round, the peak of the Alpine mountains, the snow never melts.
Huh.
It's
Good
white
shit.
all year round. That's how
Fair
high it is.
enough.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go eat.
I remember seeing.
I always picture tundra as like flat plains.
Yeah, but I remember hearing about like some of the best quote unquote skiing all year round is in Utah, so
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That's still kind of
Let
mind
my
breaking
friend
a little bit. It's like, wait a minute, what? What do you mean? There's tundra?
Let me see.
Yeah, no, I've always thought of tundras as like basically like I picture deserts only with snow instead, or permafrost, type stuff. I have never thought to imagine tundra as like mountain peaks and stuff too, but that would fit the definition
Right.
entirely.
Right.
It makes sense now that the connection has been made for me. Thank you, Toast. Like, I feel stupid for not realizing that sooner. That's wild,
It's like I was today years old when.
right? Yo, in that case though, we had a couple of mountains like that in Kodiak
Oh yeah.
that were. I hiked fucking one of them midsummer. It was snowy peaks, and we got to the peak. I don't know if you were you there. It was
I don't
me,
think I was with
Eric,
you guys.
and
Yeah, you guys went off,
yeah,
and I was
you
just
were
like, well,
gone
what are
one by
y'all
then.
doing?
Well, I don't know if I think it might have been after you had left the Haley, but before you actually left Kodiak.
Yeah, probably.
And honestly, it's that point in our friendship is one of the times that I'm most disappointed in myself for not checking up on you more often. And I do apologize for that. I know I never have before, but in that time between you leaving the Haley and departing Kodiak, I do wish that I had checked up on you more often than I did.
You are a sweet
But I
man,
think in
but
that
you
time
okay.
it was because we'd gotten the new fireman, and it was me, her, and Eric had gotten into a routine of on our off days going just hiking and shit. And I forget the name of that mountain, but it was directly off the stern. You looked off, and it was whitecap all year round. And when we went up there, I have a picture of it on my phone. When we went up there, we got to the top. I think it was like early summer, maybe. So the snow line was receding towards the top, but it was still snowy at the top. And when we got to the top, we were like, that hike up was a bitch. Why don't we just slide down? And we did. And I got lucky. We didn't find any hidden obstacles, but there was one spot that I am extremely lucky to have missed because the rock was just barely sticking out of the snow, and I managed to steer myself around it. But hindsight, like, I could have fucked myself up hitting that bitch because I was going pretty fast down that slope. But I have a picture from the tailgate, or the tail of the boat. I took a picture once we got back to the boat, and you can see kind of like the small little avalanche we started where we slid down. You can see our trails where we slid down.
Let's see.
I think at that point I was assuming that they had you like restricted or something, and so that's why I wasn't checking in on you as much, or
It is what it is,
at
my
least
dude.
inviting you on these hikes.
It is what it is.
I made assumptions that made me look like an asshole, and I apologize.
It is what it is. I was
Obviously, I do care about you. It's what, 10 years later?
Exactly.
It's 13 years later.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
13 years
So,
later.
No need to apologize.
Yo, we are
man.
actually close to the day that I met you. I think it was a couple weeks ago was the day that I met you.
Did you actually come during January?
Because yeah, January 13th
Jesus,
is when I
dude.
reported to the Haley.
Jesus. Yeah.
And
yeah.
and it wasn't okay, actually we might be coming up on it because you were on leave when I first showed up. And that was part of what made you stand out to me, is that like up until you got back from leave, nobody had come to me and been like, I'll help you out. But the day that you got back from leave, you were like, hey, I've never seen you before. Let me show you the ropes. And that was part of what was just like, holy shit, this is the first dude who showed me any kind of attention since I got here.
Dude.
And he wasn't even here when I got here.
Dude, the
You
fact
know?
that
Like-
you remember some of this is just still kind of like, oh, did I do all that? I don't remember doing all that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yes, that is, yeah.
But also, I'm happy.
And because we were still at home port, you know, throughout that week that you got back, you were like showing me around base and shit, and like, you know, hanging out with me in the fucking barracks. You cooked me a meal the first week of knowing you. You cooked me a meal in the common space.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like, yeah, it was something basic, but like that's the type of person you are, dude. Just like, hey man, you're new here, let me cook you a meal, welcome to the family, sort of shit. And like, and that's why I fucking love you, bro.
I've always been of the mindset of like, hey, if you want anything out of life, if you want any type of relationships, then you got to put yourself out there. You got to be willing to just take people under your wing when you can. It's like, okay, well, even if I don't know it all, or if I don't have all the answers, hey, here's the stuff I do know. You know.
And honestly, Toast, this man right here is one of the men who has shaped who I've become today, and who you met, what, almost a year ago now? This man right here has helped to shape who I have become, and like, I don't know. I mean, it's those self-reflection talks that we've had before. This man is the spark in most of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're the deep thinker.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it's one of those things that like it's he does it in such a way that it's never forced. It's never forced. It's always just I've come to realize that he and I have different ways of looking at things, and 100% that is not a bad thing at all. And it always rolls back around to that idiom, you know, or I don't know if it's really an idiom, but the you know, a fresh pair of eyes sometimes is a good thing, you know. And the way that he's approached things and handled things throughout his life, where I've been close enough to observe, like, I don't know. It's it's a connection that I'm proud of, honestly. In simplest terms.
good sir, you over here making me blush. Hush.
The brotherhood that I feel with this man, the love that I have for this man is just,
I love you
Lost
too,
for words.
Shy. I love you
Yeah.
too.
I love you too, man.
Yeah, dude, that's like super emotional.
Right, right.
Like Scoob,
Like,
like Scoob. When they said vixen, I thought they meant like on a sandwich. Ricky, where are my rescues?
I saw a I saw a really cool video the other day. This is entirely related to what you were saying, Sean. I saw a really cool video the other day talking about DMs and like the DMs who like the players who go to DMs that like to make them cry and like the emotional torture and stuff because it's actually catharsis, allowing you to release your pain built up from the real world by giving you something that you feel okay to let out and feel about, which is the fictional world.
And as cheesy as it sounds, it's literally, again, dumbing it down. It's a safe space. And Kieran, you have done that to me at least 3 times. At least 3 times in the short amount of time that I have been in this campaign. And Stacy's done it multiple times as well. And that's part of why I still stand by the fact that you are 2 of the best, like, fuck Matt Mercer, you are 2 of the best DMs that I have ever experienced.
I remember the first time I ever lost myself in a character and felt like I was there in a moment was when I was bridling with unfueled fucking righteous rage. I hope you were there for that session. I know Drew was. When we got the Dragonborn girl and we were trying to save them, but we went back to save the giant elf and the other kids, and he got killed by the fucking general at the Dragonborn's like science lab, and like it was like a teenage girl, and she got fucking killed right in front of us. And I said, "Fuck this!" And everyone was trying to get Ijo up on the boat, and I used the last round of the fucking like overpowered lightning gun. I threw all of my fucking like ranged weapons at him. I was gonna charge at this dude who was taking like
I'm sorry.
4
I should be
d12
laughing
of
right
damage
now.
and not flinching. I was like a level 3 character, and I was about to fucking run at him. I had to get fucking picked
Oh,
up and
dude.
dragged away.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was fucking seething. I was like, I do not care. I'm gonna die right now. I'm gonna kill him.
Unfortunately, I think I did miss that session. I might have been off short for that one, but
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that session.
That was
that's
a brutal session.
Yeah, I should have been
I mean,
laughing about that, but
yeah,
yeah.
Because
You know,
what was
Stacey
his, what
was
was
the
his
DM for
name?
that session.
Yeah.
The brother of the pirate captain.
Oh man. I forget
The brother of the pirate
was it?
captain.
Yeah,
Brother
I
of the
forget
pirate
the
captain.
character. No, it was a brother because he had a brother and a sister. But I made both of those characters absolutely just.
Stacey, you still there? You kind of glitched out, bro.
Yeah, I'm still here. Actually, let me go ahead and stream because I'm actually over my 2 hour time. Give me one second. Let me sign off here and tell all the peoples goodbye. I hope everyone enjoyed my conversation with my friends while I was sitting here doodling and doing my figure study. Hopefully, you guys join us next time.
Do a quick flip through your through your sketches that you completed tonight.
So, we got a bunch of random things here. None of this is gonna be used. Except this one, maybe. Except this one. I actually really like this one. This is a big boy wolf. Or not a big boy wolf, a big boy lion man. I like big boy lion man. I think I might use him another time. But I was kind of messing around with a couple other ideas. Kind of just messing around with costumes. And came back over here to do some fun things. I have this idea for the mages in the world. For all of them to wear hats. And to have like those really long big brimmed hats but veils in front of their faces. So I've been kind of messing around with that idea.
Red Mages of Thane style veils?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm thinking more so along the lines of I was about to butcher that, and that would have been real disrespectful. Hold on, sorry. Give me a second to process what I'm about to say. Yes, matadors, because I was about to say mariachi, and I was like, no, that's not right. That's not right at all. That's completely wrong. But matador hats,
Okay.
and how they have the tassels on them, I'm thinking something along those lines, but the tassels have attached to them veils, and the tassels actually have like bones and shit at the ends of them instead of them being like tassels, because freaky mages, why not?
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that's some of the stuff we've been working on today. Hopefully everybody joins in next time and sees what we got going. Random value study. I gotta get better at my values. My values suck. But thank you all for joining me this evening.
Give yourself some credit.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed, playful night. Normally I do a divination roll, which is a 4d6 drop lowest. Because my people are here, and because my friends have joined me tonight, I am going to do it. I haven't done it the last 2 streams, so let me go ahead and do my 4d6 drop lowest, and then we'll end the stream tonight. My dice have been pretty shitty. Hopefully, because I was talking to you beautiful people tonight, that that won't be the case. We'll see though. We'll see.
And what does this roll signify?
So, a divination roll is my way of interpreting the week. It's my way of interpreting how I'm going to go about, what life throws at me.
I see
and
2 5s.
I got 3 5s. Thank you very much.
No shit.
And a 2. And the 2 is going to get dropped. So that's a 15. And that's better than any roll I've had over the last, week and a half. So I likes that. I likes that a lot. I do believe that the good energy is help. So for everyone else who is watching, if you're watching with me on Substack, if you're watching me on YouTube, thank you very much. Take this same good energy into this coming week. I know this month has been absolute shit in terms of a lot of the bad vibes that have been going on. So by all means, please take this good energy, these good vibes, and do something good for yourselves and for the people around you that you love. Valentine's Day is coming up soon. Don't be the person.
We choose not to be.
Exactly. Don't wait until Valentine's Day to tell the people that you love them. Okay. All right, guys. Y'all have a beautiful one. Later. Get up out of here.